Being war, sports, marriage, big time marriage, fucking more than anything. You better communicate. And that's the easiest thing to talk about, the hardest thing to do is communicate. Trust me. Another story.
Is that what happened in Chickamauga too?
A lot of times, yes. Yeah, and TJ Wood and Rutherford Farm. Yeah, that's another story. But yes, yeah. Yes.
Does Schofield know he's in trouble at this point?
I think so, because Schofield's getting messages from Wilson that you better watch your friends. Wilson almost giving Schofield orders. And how does he get that message to him? I don't. That's another story, by the way. But yeah, big trouble.
And I think Stanley finally tells them, "Hey, we're being attacked up
That's
there."
right. And Stanley's up there, up on that high. That when we turned left by the first Ferguson Hall, he brought the artillery up and did a great thing. And not so much damage. We'll touch on that in a little while, but it really slowed them down. Blah blah blah. We're going to go through how this is unraveling the hell in a handbasket here. But once again, Bate and Stewart, big mistakes here. Maybe the most crucial was Stewart being left here. Should have sent them on up, put them on Cheatham's right. If you're going to go in, you wear both boots, and you don't hold back. And apparently, Hood held back, and obviously.
Stanley made a hell of a march, quick timing to get up there.
He sure did. He sure did. And we'll touch on who the Federals are with Wagner's division, about 5,000 strong, Conrad Lane and Bradley's brigades, 2 Federal cavalry regiments, 800 wagons, and about, let's go on, say 30 guns. But about 16 were on that rise. We'll see it later. And that's it. And so they're in a hell of a tough spot. But if you read Schofield's memoirs, everything's fine. Everything's okay. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So where exactly is Schofield at this point?
He's coming up from Columbia. He's with the main army, and finally they realized that Cheatham and Stewart are gone. S.D. Lee had a strong artillery demonstration to keep Schofield in check, and by 11 they realized they're gone, and we're in damn big trouble here, and real big trouble. And, are there any other questions? Let's mount up. And let's move on to the Battle of Spring Hill.
Kings Creek Golf Club.
The wrong way when I start describing that, I got so into it, I wasn't looking at my map there too much. I hope that was clear. I hope that's the first thing, that you realize this is the first place that starts to unravel. And the tactical situation got away from Hood.
Let's see what the name of this road is.
I'm going to take a right here.
Well, this should be the rally road, or whatever that is.
Where you
on the map.
We've been here.
This should
Said this road.
Once again, this is the Rally Hill Road. We're going to take a right on. In front of us is the Davis Ford Road. It goes all the way from
We
Columbia.
have to be back here.
Okay, sorry.
Very good.
If I've been driving this bus, you'd already been dead about 5 times, like the Highlander.
Rally Hill Road. Right. So we were standing on this side of Rally Hill Road.
Are we on Rally Hill now?
See what I'm saying? I think we were over here.
So Pat Cleburne's division is marching down this Rally Hill Road. Who is Pat Cleburne's division? Granbury's hard-hit Texas Brigade. Claiborne called a band of heroes. Daniel Chavette Govan's Brigade. And Mark P. Larry, the fighting Baptist minister. Like a good Southern Baptist, he prayed for the enemy before the battle, kill him during the battle, and pray for him after the battle. Play baseball against the Baptists. There were no turning any cheeks when we play. We got fights all the time. The elders had to come out there and break us up. Even one elder said, "I'm ashamed of all of you, but I've done the same thing." We call them the Battling Baptists.
I'm good, thanks.
I knew most of them. I went to high school with them, school with them. Sort of like brothers. You'll fight like dogs with your brother, but don't let nobody else touch my brother, or we're gonna turn on you. Once again, there's the pond, I believe, unless we already passed it. I guess we passed it. But we just passed the pond where Hood was whittling a stick as this battle was going on. Tennessee is what my state is now called. Obviously, we're going to go straight under the overpass. A little past that truck. Then we're going to wheel left into that parking lot. See that green building to your left up there? Right past that, I mean,
No, I didn't.
20 yards will be that old pull in.
Thank you.
This is the longest walk we'll have for 3 days. The hardest walk, but it's important to get up there. Or I wouldn't take you up there. So see where that little laurel tree is to your left. Oh yes, take your maps. Take your maps, please.
Oh, yeah. I love it. We like to make the ball. Stop. That makes sense. We don't use this.
That'll be
Up
technical.
on this hill, things will be a lot more clear than down here.
Oh, really, honey?
Folks, before we just who are they? 33rd, 45th, 16th Alabama regiments, 32nd, 45th Mississippi, and the 1st Mississippi Sharpshooters. They are at the front, then Govan, and then Granbury's. Govan's Arkansas Brigade, Granbury's Texas Brigade. They move down this pike, the Rally Hill Road. They connect with Forest, Spring Hill straight in front, to our right, straight to our right. They connect with Forest, and then they will in echelon, stair-step fashion. As you see, Granbury, Govan, Lowry's on your map. Granbury's moving off that way to our left. Here's Govan's moving that way to our left, and then Lowry moving that way to the left, and T.H. Bell's Forest Cap is on their flanks. Only had 4 rounds of ammunition. About 2:30, Federals this was wooded back then. Skirmishers were on this hill, and 21st Tennessee Cav, Chalmers did not want to attack this. Forrest said, go in there and see how many are in there. Chalmers thought it was pretty thick, and that a lot of saddles were left open. And Forrest said, yeah, they're in there pretty thick, Chalmers. They're in there pretty thick. As well, that's about 2:30ish. About 3:30, quarter till 4, Cleburne marches down this pike, and will, as I already noted, Granbury, then stair-step fashion, Govan, and then Lowry, and they're moving forward. This is not where the Federals were located on this rise. The main battle line was behind that we will see. We will also see, if you care to look on your map, the the McCutcheon Creek. Where is the McCutcheon Creek on this map? But we will see the McCutcheon Creek, which will be off in that distance, as well as the Columbia Pike over here to our right as well. When we get up on this hill, it'll be a lot clearer than down here at the bottom. There are signs going up there noting what I just told you. This is your tour. You're welcome to look at them. But we'll form up on that rise by the cannon, and then we'll turn right, okay? Watch your step, please. Always watch your step. Should we wait, Brian? Where's Brian?
Right here.
Yeah. Should we wait on this gentleman to come up? Just be a minute.
Just get set.
Okay.
Which way's north?
That way.
Thank you.
Now, is this federal property?
It belongs to the county now.
County?
The APCWS, which is the Civil War Trust, helped save this.
Right.
Folks, look at if you turn your map about like this. Look at the McCutcheon Creek. Look at the McCutcheon Creek the left part, but look how it winders and meanders down around this hill, and it goes behind us. That is the McCutcheon Creek at the base of those hills. Now look at Wagner's line. Wagner's line would be on this rise, right there behind, over there. That's where the main, right there. And what brigade is there? That's Luther Bradley's brigade of Wagner's division. Lane's brigade is like that semicircle we saw earlier on one of those maps coming up here, or down, or whatever. But Lane's brigade would be right over there in that distance, and then Updike's across the road by the wagons. Luther Bradley's brigade behind us on this rise right there. Who are they? 65th Ohio, 64th Ohio, 51st Illinois, 42nd Illinois, 15th Missouri, and I believe 79th Ohio. I believe. I might have that last regiment wrong. I'm getting feeble-minded here. But here comes Cleburne's division. Who's by Cleburne? It's Cleburne, and of course Lowry's is attacking, along with Govan's is attacking, along with Granberry's. Granberry's is coming up, alas, so Granberry's is head off in that direction. Getting out of the picture here. Govan's is taking some fire, but Lowry is taking most of the fire from Bradley's line, along with Bell's dismounted cav, Tennesseans coming up on their flanks. This is a wooded area, and they're hitting the right of Bradley's line here, Luther Bradley. They're repelled, they fall back. When they made this attack, Forrest is right by Govan. He said he never saw troops move forward with more gallantry on this day, noting Cleburne's division. They hit the Federal right, they're repelled. Govan rides up to, Mark P. Lowry rides up to Cleburne, fears a counterattack because they're cheering. Cleburne on his horse, Red Pepper, his fist in a jerking fashion, says, "We'll charge them." Again, they move forward. They crush Bradley's right flank. And they're not a straight line, by the way. You see how they're shaped, sort of inverted. They crush the Federal right, and now starts this running down the swells and slopes toward the Columbia Pike. Columbia Pike, you'll see cars somewhere driving through there. The Columbia Pike. They're running the line. They're shooting over the back. Now, one federal officer said that the Confederates are yelling at them to halt. He said it very delicate way, by the way. He said, "To halt, you Yankee K-9s." It's funny that when I feel that you say that down in Texas or Mississippi, Alabama, they laugh at now. When I say it in Michigan, they don't think it's too funny. Now that is. But the about 5 color bearers of the 42nd Illinois went down. And this man had the colors, regimental colors of the 42nd Illinois. He's wounded, mortally, as we're going to find out, but he's surrounded. And Mississippians or Alabamians say, "Drop the flag, or we're going to kill you, drop the flag." And he's alone, and he won't give it up. And an officer rise up to him and says, when an enemy showed courage beyond call of duty, they didn't want to kill him. Lost Texas Legion did that to Indiana color bears in Pittsburgh. And Dickens Mill, 36 color bears went down. The minute they were retreating, a man saw the flag, he's alone, grabs it and waves it in front of the Texans. And what do? They cheer him. They cheer him and let him go. Let him go. And honor dues honor. And they let that man keep on the flag. He died that night holding on that flag. I'm sure they did. But when they started running down these swells and slopes toward the Columbia, that's where the artillery. There's about 16 guns on that rise there, and I'll show you exactly where it was. About 8 of them started opening up. Almost all the shells were going over their heads, the Confederates. Red Pepper is wounded, by the way. Red Pepper is wounded. And they're pursuing them toward, and they're shooting them in the back. And one Federal soldier was Randolph Rosenberger. 65th Ohio. He was 37 years old.